Imagine being told that your death is the only thing standing between your people and total annihilation. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. And imagine accepting that fate without any resistance. This isn't a myth from ancient Europe or a fictional legend. This is the true story of Princess Inikpi of the Igala Kingdom, a young woman whose sacrifice saved an entire civilization. Long before colonial borders carved up Africa, the Igala Kingdom was a powerful and organized state in what is now Kogi State, Nigeria. Positioned strategically at the meeting point of the River Niger and River Benue, the Igala controlled major trade routes and had immense economic and military power. At the heart of this kingdom was the Edo of Igala, who was both a political ruler and a spiritual authority. The Igala believed deeply that the survival of their kingdom depended not just on armies, but on ancestral spirits and a delicate divine balance. It was into this world that Princess Inikpi was born. Princess Inikpi was the beloved daughter of Adigbo Omidoko, one of the most respected rulers in Igala history. She was known for her intelligence, her grace, and her deep sense of duty. But above all, she was raised with one core belief: the kingdom always comes before the individual. In Igala culture, royalty carried immense responsibility. A prince or princess wasn't just born to privilege, they were born to serve, and if necessary, to suffer for their people. But no one could have ever expected just how far that duty would go. During Adigbo's reign, the Igala Kingdom faced an existential threat. Enemy forces, often identified in oral traditions as the Jukan or allied northern invaders, were advancing with overwhelming strength. Towns fell, villages burned, and panic spread across the land. The Igala army fought bravely, but they were hopelessly outnumbered. Every strategic move they made failed. Defeat seemed inevitable. Desperate, they had to turn to the royal diviners and spiritual elders for guidance. What they revealed would change history forever. The oracle declared that the kingdom could only be saved through a human sacrifice, one that had to meet strict spiritual conditions. The person had to be a royal child, pure and blameless. And most importantly, willing, not forced. And then came the most devastating part of all. The sacrifice had to be Princess Inikpi. Silence fell across the palace. The king had won wars and ruled wisely, but nothing could have prepared him for being told that his own daughter was the price of survival. Adigbo reportedly refused at first. He sought alternatives, begging the diviners to reconsider. But the message remained unchanged. When Princess Inikpi learned the truth, legend says she did not cry. She did not run. She did not protest. Instead, she accepted her fate. She understood something profound, that her death would become the shield for her people. Her only request was simple and haunting: that she be buried alive with her beloved servants, so she would not have to enter the spirit world alone. Princess Inikpi was buried alive at a sacred site in Ida, the Igala capital. Alongside her were 9 servants who chose to accompany her into death. The ritual was carried out with prayers, chants, and tears that echoed throughout the kingdom. According to oral history, the earth shook as the sacrifice was completed, and then everything changed. Soon after Inikpi's burial, the enemy forces began to experience confusion. Their strategies failed, their supplies ran out, and their morale completely collapsed. The Igala launched a counterattack and achieved a victory that many believed was humanly impossible. The war ended, the kingdom survived, and the people believed their salvation came not from weapons, but from the courage of one young woman. Princess Inikpi became more than just a historical figure. She became a symbol of ultimate patriotism, especially for women in African history who are often erased or forgotten. Her story challenges our modern ideas of heroism. She didn't fight with a sword or rule from a throne, yet her impact shaped generations. Today, a statue of Princess Inikpi stands in Ida, reminding visitors that the Igala Kingdom was preserved by sacrifice, faith, and a deep love for community. Her story is taught in schools, sung in praise poetry, and honored in Igala festivals. Princess Inikpi's life forces us to ask uncomfortable questions. What would you give to protect your people? What does true leadership really mean? And how many heroes lie buried beneath our feet, their names almost forgotten? She was not just a princess. She was not just a sacrifice. She was the heartbeat of a nation. And as long as the Igala remember her, Princess Inikpi will never truly die. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as powerful as I did, please like, share, and subscribe for more hidden histories.